Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Jaeger-LeCoultre Amvox5 V12 Vantage limited edition of 300. You can see this 44mm ceramic and titanium world-time chronograph on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can see on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. This is a surprisingly snug and secure fit for a 44mm oversized sports watch. It is 44mm across the round of the case, and the watch is 15.5mm thick with a robustly flared and domed sapphire crystal. From lug to lug, however, it's fairly compact, being 59mm from extremity to extremity, and you can just see it in the light box. The span is impressive, but not overpowering. This is an easy watch to wear on a small wrist. Now, I own the identically sized Amvox5, which is in a titanium case, and I can wear that with great security. I'll also mention that executed entirely in ceramic and titanium, this watch is light on the wrist. It doesn't have the heft of a 44mm Royal Oak offshore. It doesn't even have the heft of a 40mm steel Rolex on a bracelet. This is a delightfully light, airy, and easy timepiece to wear. A big part of the comfort of this watch comes from a beautiful combination Cordura and calfskin leather strap. Now, it does have reflective nighttime racing reflector style elements inset within the perforations. You can see the stitch and you can see the cut, which becomes a styling element in and of itself. And on the underside, a Alcantara style suede inlay gives the watch the feel of a modern racing steering wheel or a suede shift knob. It's quite elegant, quite silky, it's upscale, and as with the combined materials of the top of the strap, it's a surprising delight feature that brings a lot of additional character and an intangible quality to the watch. You just feel as though every single detail were stressed and sweated. Moreover, you can see the semi-conforming spring bars here do close the gap to the end of the case. So while it isn't a fully integrated look, it is more integrated than straight spring bars, while still allowing the strap of this large watch to wrap down and around a tighter wrist. Now, all of the accents, as you can see, all of the metallic elements are titanium, and the beautiful grayish metal, the burnished look of titanium, is a nice aesthetic match for the dark ceramic. You can see that the clasp is JLC's first generation double deployant. They've just moved to their newest double deployant. This one is actually a little bit easier on the wrist with smaller individual folds, and you can see beautiful polish within and PVD black on the outside. Now, the case itself is surprisingly nuanced, and I say that because the amount of faceting and contrasting finish that was worked into the ceramic is impressive. JLC's managed to recreate all of the contours of the Amvox2, including the subtle polished bevel on each individual lug, and you can see, to best effect from this angle, how that polished bezel creates contrast despite the monotone treatment of the black ceramic. Polish versus matte really shines in direct light. But the dial is the star here, and you can see there is a lot going on. The watch uses a partly visible in-house caliber 752 automatic chronograph movement in conjunction with world time. Now, you set your local time at 6 o'clock. You set your local time initially to match the time at center, and then you can read any of the times in any of the world's 24 principal time zones, each one represented by a reference city on the outer chapter ring, so that you have 24 time zones simultaneous on a single dial. You also have a constant seconds indicator bearing the Aston Martin winged logo shield at 6 o'clock, as well as individual chronograph hour and minute discs, and the minute disc is a jumping minute disc, so instantaneous, yet another refinement. In motion, you can see the column wheel architecture makes for a smooth and seamless take-up of the chronograph seconds hand without the jump caused by the play of a lateral clutch. It also means that the watch can run with the chronograph on continuously with no undue wear. That's what the vertical clutch coupling gives you. Now, the watch does feature a column wheel internally, so it has the crisp feel and precise actuation of that traditional mechanism. But with twin mainspring barrels, the watch has a 65-hour power reserve, and with ceramic rotor bearings, it has unidirectional winding via unlubricated bearing, very efficient, highly efficient, and metered through a gear train that has what are known as spire profile gears. So even within the train conducting the power from the two mainspring barrels to the escapement, the watch has been optimized for longevity, precision, and durability. This is a watch that brings a lot to the table, and it has surprise and delight features that go beyond the strap, that go beyond the facets of the case, and beyond the functions of the in-house movement. You can see the Sapphire AM/PM distinction disc. It's actually built into a semicircle across the dial, and you can see it across the AM portion of the 24-hour counter-rotating chapter ring. You can see the edge of that Sapphire disc. It actually adds a different shaded quality to all areas that are within the PM span of the day. There's a lot going on here, and it continues right down to the bottom plate of the movement itself, which you can see visible beneath the hands at center. This is a limited edition of 300 pieces dedicated to the Aston Martin V12 Vantage automobile. If you don't know what that looks like, you owe yourself a trip to Google, but not before you check out this watch, the Amvox5 V12 Vantage limited edition of 300 44mm in ceramic and titanium, on our website watchyouwant.com.